When I head down to the barn, this is how things normally start. I sort out the donkeys, clean up the pens, and then give them a break before I start training. The reason I give them a break before I start training is I want to make sure that they're nice and calm, because early on when you're working with a wild donkey, just the process of cleaning the pen or sorting them causes them escalation. It causes them to feel nervous. So I like to give them a break after I'm done sorting and after I'm done cleaning before I actually start to get to work with the gentling process. I think that this part is something that is overlooked by a lot of people because it doesn't seem like we've done much, right? When we go down and we separate them into their pens for gentling, or when we clean the pens, it's just something we need to do. And we don't think of that as almost like being a session all by itself. So giving them a break before you start gentling is a great way to help set yourself up for success. Now, when I first bring them into the pens to start sorting them, it doesn't go as smooth as this. Right now, this is really smooth. But when I first start, it is like trying to move and get out just like one minnow from just a school of minnows. It's messy at first, but then after they get used to it, this is something that they need to adjust to. And they're even starting to read our body language just simply from sorting them. They are finding us predictable when we do this each day. At first, you'll notice that they'll all run together. It'll be really hard to separate them. And then after time, it's not a big deal. And you can see, like right now, that one donkey is facing away from me, but he's kind of looking every once in a while. After more time, they start to actually just creep up on you while you're doing this. Now with 08 here, and I'm going to work with 3 donkeys total during this video. With 08 here, I am just working on helping him get comfortable with the touch. So I'm doing the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then deet is the code word that I use because I don't use it for anything else. And after I say deet, he gets pay. You'll see me sometimes I put my hand out forward because I don't want him to be coming into me for pay, but I do like that he wants to investigate me or smell me. That's all good. But if he gets pushy, one way to help with that is to really make sure that you only pay them when their head is forward. And he is an oat monster. He likes oats a lot. I use rolled or crimped oats when I'm training and gentling. I use them at the very beginning of the stages, and then later on the pay. I call it pay because they don't get it for being cute. They get it for something that I'm doing. It gets phased out over time. Now there he's backing up a little bit. That's just showing me that he's either a little bit nervous or really focused on getting his pay, because he does like the pay a lot. What I'm looking for here is that I can keep going further and further down his leg. If he is really nervous, I stay up high, even at his wither if I need to, and I work my way down. And this takes time, guys. So this is just one of the very beginning stages of teaching them to pick up their feet. But if he can't handle me touching him, he's not going to be able to handle me just bending over to pick up his foot. And even before I start with my hand here, I also start with a long brush. I don't have any video of that today, but it's just a long stick with a brush attached to it. And I use that for petting them from a distance just to keep myself safe. That way, if they decide that they need to kick or bite, they can do it to the stick all they want, and they don't get in trouble for that. It just tells me where they're at, and it also helps keep me safe in the event that they do want to bite or kick. And sometimes it does happen. Just because they're a donkey doesn't mean it's always going to go smooth. So here I am kind of high up on his wither area, right below it, petting him. He's getting a little bit more rambunctious with wanting oats. And like I said earlier, he's an oat monster. Now we're on to Tony. Now Tony here, his go-to response whenever he's nervous is to back up. That's how he's been since we started working with him in December. He is making good progress now, but because he always wants to back up, I thought, you know what, I'm going to play with leading you by the foot. So I will show you his back foot, leading him by that, as well as his front foot. So each time I just put a little bit of pressure on that lead rope. I say foot, and my goal is to teach him to pick up his foot when I ask. Sometimes you have to put a little pressure on there. But if you can wait them out, that's best. Wait for them to shift their weight or show some kind of sign that they're thinking about what the answer is to your question. I like doing this because you can see there, the rope is touching two of his legs right now, and he's not concerned about that at all. He's going to make a great pack donkey someday. He's going to have some fun adventures later on. So just helping him get used to the rope being around him. You can see I'm not pulling really hard or anything. I'm just trying to help him understand with a little bit of pressure to pick up your foot. Now here's a different day. I'm doing the same thing with him. All I'm doing is I got that rope around his front foot now, and I'm actually leading him around so we can actually move around the pen. It's a little bit harder to do with the back foot, but we did move around some. So I just ask for his foot. When he picks it up, I give him pay. This is a lot of repetitiveness just to help him get really comfortable with everything. And with Tony here, part of the purpose of me doing this is just to help him know he doesn't have to back up. He doesn't have to be nervous. Or maybe he's not backing up because he's nervous. Maybe it's just because it's muscle memory and that's what he does. Or because he's a little bit more food motivated. Maybe he's always just backing up to get food. But no matter the reason, I really do want to help him understand he doesn't need to back up. Now here I'm picking the lead rope up a little bit more straight because I'm trying to get him to bend it more of an angle I would be when I'm holding his foot in my hand. Now when I start doing this, I'm not trying to hold it up for any length of time. I'll add that, but not right now. If I can get him to bend his foot, his leg, I should say, if I can get him to bend it where it's up and he's comfortable enough to stay where he's not like trying to grab it right away, then I could start petting his leg. Now later on, we're going to be doing this with our hands.
Walk on, it's called a foot. And it's very common for most donkeys to have several feet.
Huh. Yeah, several feet, you say?
We try to pick up all 3 feet at least 4 times. Ready? Here we go. Foot. Oh, that's a good looking foot. That's a back foot. It's on the back end of the donkey.
Where's my pay?
I did my part. Pay up. Okay, I'm over here. Are we jumping?
It's kind of windy and yucky out today.
It is. Can you do this video in the wind? Huh? I know, it's pretty scary. Ready? You're going to fall over. What? Oh, that's a good looking foot. This foot's located on the other side of the donkey.
You don't say. Yep. For words of wisdom, always seek out Dan.
And on this donkey, the next foot is actually going to be the last foot. This one's only got 4 feet. You ready up there?
She's not very ready because her other foot is forward.
How about this? We don't have a bending camera. Come up here. Here we go. Foot. Oh, that's a good looking foot. Really good looking foot. Yeah.
We do a lot of this work at Liberty. That way, if they feel like they need to go, they can. Sometimes we'll do it with a lead rope, but most often it is at Liberty. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Just some different stages of when we are working with a donkey's feet. Have a super day.